Hello. Today we're going to be factoring polynomials x squared plus bx plus c, where the coefficient of the x squared term is 1. In our first example, example 1 that follows your textbook, we're going to be looking at where b and c are positive integers. Now your textbook gives you an example, but then I'm going to come back with another example that's not in your textbook so you have something to follow by. Please stop the recording to write down your work as your notes. Watch what I'm doing first. You may need to watch it again. You may need to watch it a third time and then write it down. That's how you take good notes. Don't spend yourself so much time writing that you don't pay attention to the lesson itself. Now, our first example that's coming from the textbook is x squared plus 10x plus 16. And we're going to use a method called factor sum. Using a factor sum method of solving or factoring polynomials. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the factors of your C term. This is your C term, 16. So we're going to find factors of positive 16. Then we're going to find the sum of those factors to get our middle term of positive 10. Since both B and C are positive, whenever C is positive, you look at the middle term sign, and I'll let you know what both factors should be. So both factors you pick for 16 should be positive. So I'm going to go back. 1 and 16. That'll get you 17 when you add them together. 2 and 8. That'll get you 10 when you add those together. And then 4 and 4, which is 8, when you add those two numbers together. Now what we're looking for is our middle term of 10. Right here we have a 10. So therefore the two integers we're looking for are 2 and 8. The last thing we need to do is write down our final answer in its correct form. So you always write two parentheses. It's going to be the variable first. And then since 2 is positive, you just say plus 2. And since 8 is positive, you can say plus 8. And there is your answer. Easy peasy. Okay? Now I'm going to do my example. This is not on your textbook page. This is something I created, but it's another problem for you to follow by. Before you watch me do this example, pause the video, go back and look at problem 1, look at it again. You may need to look at it again, and if you understand it, go ahead and write it down in your notebook as your notes. Then start the video to watch me do the second one. We're still going back. We're still using where B and C are both positive. So our C term plus 12, we're looking for our middle term plus 7. We're still using the factor sum method. All of these examples we're doing today is from the factor sum method. This is the less difficult way of solving polynomials or factoring polynomials when one is the coefficient of the x squared term. Just find the factors and write your answer. Okay, so factors of positive 12 would be 1 and 12. That'll get you 13. 2 and 6. That'll get you 8. 3 and 4. That'll get you 7 when you add them together. We're looking for a middle term of 7. There's a 7 right there. So we This is what we'll look for. Those are the two integers we're going to use for our final answer. So that's x plus 3 is positive 3, x plus 4, because that is a positive 4. Please box or circle your answers as you're doing them. And by the way, this is showing your work. You write down the problem, you say factor sum, write down your factors, and then choose your answer. Please show that when you're doing that on your own notebook paper. So now we're going to move on to example 2.